I told ya, yo, give me that 80s, but I told ya, yo.
So I'm here with Larry Mizell. We're filming 7 Slaps in the Sack, episode number 2 at Everyday Music. You might know him from Street Sounds on KEXP, My Philosophy and the Stranger. He's part of Don't Talk to the Cops, manager of Jar of D, King of Crumbs, I'll Fight You, amongst others. We're about to go in here and pick out some records and CDs and VHS and stuff, and I just got word that there's a really rare Little B bootleg in there, and Larry's a big fan of the Bass God, so we're gonna try and get our hands on it.
She got moist, cause I got the platinum voice, like Sarah, Fidel roaming the New York boroughs as they tempt our perms. Plus I ride the ironworms, uptown, across down, from the boogie with no faking. Ghetto to my marrow, then ease on back to Brooklyn. Hold it, as Luke in my Timbs and army suits. Parlaying where Malcolm stood, now brothers push they blow out. A slicker nigga, big dig me picking my fucking throw out. Limping up the one.
Alright, looks like Larry got some good stuff picked out here. I don't see any Little B, but that's alright.
You know, I didn't see any Little B either. I guess it was too rare for this place. Looked for some Pack, I looked for some Bass God, I didn't really see it, but you know, that's okay. He lives right here. First thing I got right here, I should have now, I think I've bought like 4 or 5 times, the classic first Devin the Dude album. The album's called The Dude by Devin, but then after that he became Devin the Dude. You know me, you know I like to smoke weed and take shits. That's what this guy's all about. It's a beautiful thing. The classic album, it's great to listen to when it's hot as fuck like it is right now.
It's very hot, I'm sweaty right now.
We don't have to deal with no Houston heat.
But it's a nice change from those pouring down rain.
Absolutely.
6 days ago.
Seattle springtime, every kind of weather at the same time. Next up we got one of my heroes right here, Bobby Womack. Favorite album of his. I don't have this on CD. I got this on some dusty ass wax. Facts of Life record. Bobby Womack, very dope. I think he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The Rolling Stones, when they first got on in the US, it was on one of his cuts, covering one of his songs. And he played with Sly and, you know, the Stones, hella people. He's one of the last living soul men. He's got a song on here that's like 10 minutes long where he's just like gaming this chick about how he's on tour. And she's backstage and he's like, here's why we should kick it, and you can't get too caught up with me because I'm a musician, I'm moving on. And it's just like total game, and then he just breaks in the song and it's like church all of a sudden, and it's got that like the kind of pimp his church thing. This is his chamber. I love that. Bobby Womack is the shit. He's the shit. This right here, Prince, motherfucking Love Sexy. This is a cool ass record. It all just blends together, this whole album. This is just such a cool phase. 88, which is a trip because this is so like, I think about this album and I think about like the hip hop that was coming out at the same time. Classic EPMD and Eric B and Rakim. Then Prince is on the shelf next to him, you know? It's awesome, man. This is such a tight record. I don't even know where to start. This is real cool if you love Prince, and that goes for everybody on earth. Everybody loves Prince. Once you progress past the greatest hits and the Purple Rain and everything, you get deeper in the catalog, you start to find different facets that Prince brought to the game, different things he was on at that moment, and he killed it every time. You gotta love that.
Is that your favorite Prince album?
This is, in terms of like the phase, I love phases artists go through, you know what I mean? This is absolutely one of my favorite phases of Prince, the Love Sexy era. People who are around him, everything is proper here, you know? What else do we got? A motion picture, Coen Brothers film, Barton Fink, John Turturro, John Goodman.
John Cusack?
No Cusack. It's a bunch of Johns and no Cusack. This is about a writer, Barton Fink, who is successful writing like a Broadway play, becomes a toast of Broadway. He gets hired by Hollywood to come out and write like really shitty movies, becomes part of like the major studio system, and he kind of is like selling out, trying to get some paper, and he's kind of having this like mental breakdown, but like the world is getting crazy around him at the same time, so it's like you're not sure what's really going on. Classic shit with John Goodman in here as a traveling salesman who might be like a psycho. It's fucking great. I love that movie. You got here the Minutemen. Ballot Results. This is a double live album. It's all a bunch of live stuff, rarities. Minutemen were a group on SST Records, the same label that put out like Black Flag and Sonic Youth originally, and all that shit.
Originally too.
Right.
After Sub Pop, of course.
Right. You know, Dinosaur Jr. Hella like classic shit came out of SST for what it's worth. Really like this band. The bass player Mike Watt had a philosophy I really get into, talking about being economical in terms of like thought and action. Talks about being econo. I fucking dig it. It's not like an economical philosophy, it's like a life thing, and I fucking dig it.
He was in Firehose afterwards too.
He was in Firehose afterwards, right. There was a big fan of theirs, I believe, of the Minutemen, who became the singer of Firehose. After Digable and the singer Minutemen died in like a van crash.
It's kind of like what happened to the Chili Peppers. John Frusciante came in, he was just a huge fan. LL died, and then Frusciante
It's funny, that's happened like a few times. Did even Journey, the lead singer, is like
That
a
Asian
cover guy.
guy.
Yeah, that guy kicks it, dude. That guy goes hard as fuck. More dead musicians. Jeff Buckley, this guy, shit, is one of my favorite singers ever. Son of Tim Buckley, who died drug overdose, I think. Jeff Buckley died swimming in some water in like Memphis or something. Anyway, this album is amazing. He's able to do like crazy shit with his voice. It's like Chris Cornell times Queen times I don't fucking know, but he's on his own shit. It's very classic. It's just very classical.
Classic composition.
Yes, I think so. But it's hard. It's also 1990. Yeah, it's raw.
Got that 90s feel.
Yeah, but it's not grungy especially. So he kind of stood out at the time. This right here, greatest groups of all time. Maze featuring Frankie Beverly. Golden Time of Day, such great songs. All about that like time when the sun is about to go down, like the hour, 45 minutes, and everything is golden. And that's exactly what like Maze and Frankie Beverly always sounded like. Family barbecues, kind of winding down. Uncles kicking and drinking, big mouth Budweisers and shit. It's all good. I don't know why they don't come to Seattle. I mean, I could probably guess, but they're fucking awesome. So big shout out to y'all. I fuck with Maze and Frankie Beverly. I know y'all watch this, so I fuck with y'all. Come to Seattle. Fuck with me sometime. So that's my 7.
That's Larry's pick. We're gonna wrap this up. Go look for some 80s butts outside. If you catch that reference, you do. If you don't, you don't. So
on Capitol Hill, it's bound to happen.
it's bound to happen, and it's going to. Thanks for doing that.